Welcome back to Story Keepers, a chance to hear stories to keep and then short stories to share with someone else. Now this week, our prayer theme and what we're all praying about is a word called inclusion, which just means to include everyone, to make sure that everyone is involved and everyone is a part of something bigger. And Jesus wants us to be included as well, which is why today's story is the story of Zacchaeus. Now Zacchaeus was a tax collector and a rather bad man. He was mean to people, he took their money, he often cheated them and said they needed to pay him more money than they actually did, and would sometimes steal from them. And no one liked Zacchaeus. But this story is all about when Jesus visits the town Zacchaeus lives in, and all he wants is to have a glimpse at Jesus, to just have a look and see what's going on, because he's excited too. He's heard about Jesus, he's heard he's amazing, he wants to see, but he's too small and can't see. And Jesus comes over to talk to Zacchaeus. So let's have a listen together to what happens in the story of Zacchaeus. And this week I'm not going to tell the story. This week the story is going to be told by Jed. Now Jed is a brilliant storyteller, and I'm sure he'll have you all laughing. So have a good listen now. Are we all sat comfortably? Back straight, arms crossed? We all ready? Then let's begin.
Well, I'm going to tell you a story today. This is from a book, a very special book for Christians. It's called the Bible. And the Bible tells stories about Jesus. And Jesus tells stories himself to explain things to people. He used to tell stories. But this is a real story that happened. And it's about a man called Zacchaeus. Now Zacchaeus was a little man, a bit like myself. Not very tall, a bit small. He was also a tax collector. Now mummies and daddies, when they go to work to earn money, so they can buy his food and they can buy his presents, they have to give some of that money to the tax collector so that things like buses and schools can keep running. But Zacchaeus, it was a bit nasty. And he used to take some for himself. So when he'd go out tax collector, he'd go off and he'd get all the money. He'd have a good look round, get his wallet out and say, one for the tax, one for me, one for the tax, one for me. So he wasn't a very nice man. He took things that weren't his. Now, one day, he heard that somebody special was coming to town. It was somebody called Jesus. Now, he'd heard about Jesus. He'd heard stories that this Jesus turned water. He turned water into wine. And he'd healed people. It took somebody's eyes who couldn't see, and he made them be able to see again. Wow! And one of his mates died. And he went to see him in his grave, and he brought him back to life. He thought, wow, he's really famous. I want to see this Jesus. So off he went into the centre of town. Unfortunately, there were lots of people there, and they were all great big people. And Zacchaeus was trying to look, and he was pushing him back, and he was jumping up, and he couldn't see a thing. I thought, oh, Jesus has come. He's really famous, and I want to see him. What can I do? Then he had an idea. He saw a tree, a sycamore tree. I know, I'll climb the tree. And so off he went. Zacchaeus got to the tree, and he thought, I'm going to climb up here. I'll be able to see over everybody's head, and I'll be able to see Jesus, because he's right famous. There he is! Ah! Oh, I'll have to get up again. I'll hold on this time, but it's Jesus. He's coming, I can see him. I'll hold on really tight this time. I see him. He's coming. Here he goes. He's coming right this way. Zacchaeus. And Jesus came right up to the tree and he stood below Zacchaeus. And he looked up at Zacchaeus and he said, "Hello, Zacchaeus." And Zacchaeus said, "He knows my name." And he let go and fell out of the tree. Ah! Right on top of Jesus. Oh, I'm so sorry, Jesus. I've fallen on Jesus. Really famous, I've fallen on him. Oh. And Jesus said, "That's all right, Zacchaeus. I'd like to come to your house for my tea. Is that okay?" Jesus wants to come to my house. He knows my name. He wants to come for tea to my house. Right, of course you can, Jesus. Come on. And off they went to Zacchaeus' house. Have you heard? What? Where Jesus has gone? Where's he gone? He's gone to Zacchaeus' house. Zacchaeus' house. Zacchaeus, the tax collector. Zacchaeus, the thief. Yeah. He should have come to my house. He could have come to mine. I live a very good life. I'm always down there at synagogue. I'm always down there. Every day they can find me down there. Me too. And he's gone to Zacchaeus'. He's gone to a sinner's house. I can't get my breath. So Zacchaeus took him to his house. "Come this way, Jesus, come here. And he took him to his table. Jesus sat down at the table while Zacchaeus went into the kitchen to make some food. My house for his tea, sat down at my table. I'm making him beans and sausage. He's at my house, and he's really excited. He's coming. He knew my name. I did fall on him, but... Right, let's put you on the plate. Right. I'll go and take this to Jesus now. Okay. Pull me for some nerves. I made Jesus some tea. And he sat at my table. Here we go. Oh, it spilled. I'm ever so sorry, Jesus. Oh, I'll just have to go. I'll have to clean. Oh, I'll have to go and clean him up. Right, got some more tea. And we're really careful this time. Don't just spill it again. There you go, Jesus. Some tea. There you go. I'll just go and get myself a chair. Sat down to have tea with Jesus. I'm really excited. Thank you for coming to my house, Jesus. It's a great honour. And then Jesus said to him that he loved him and that he wanted him to follow what he did. He's quite surprised, Zacchaeus. But I'm a right sinner. I've took stuff that I shouldn't have done. I've given so much to tax collector, and I've took a lot more. I've took things that aren't mine. I'm a right sinner. Right, I'm going to give half of everything I've got to poor, and if I've done anybody out of any money, I'm going to give it all back. Right from today, I'm never going to be bad again, Lord. And you know what? From that day forward, Zacchaeus lived a good life. He did his job properly, and he loved Jesus.